the creature in the woods. When I was a little younger, I loved going on walks in the woods. I would go on walks just about every morning, and I never cared much for worrying about what was out there. I always just strolled through the woods behind my house that seemed to go on forever. One day I walked farther than I ever have. I just wanted some more exercise. I was restless that day, and I felt like I had enough energy to keep going and just enjoy the beautiful view. After I was past a certain point, I came to a clearing with a big rotten log in the center of it. It was beautiful. The area was clean, like the forest floor had been vacuumed, almost like a carpet. The sun was shining through the treetops perfectly. I wanted to just sit down and enjoy this gorgeous view in front of me, so I decided to sit down on the rotted log to take it all in. Everything felt so warm, but for some reason sharp and sinister at the same time, or maybe that's just how I'm choosing to remember it, so I never go back there. Anyway, you could hear the birds and the sound of the wind. Then suddenly all of the joy in that place sank. The clouds covered the sun. There were no more birds chirping, no sounds at all in fact. I can't even describe it. I've never felt anything like it before. I just sat there with this feeling I couldn't shake. I felt goosebumps all over and a sudden sense of fear. Then far away up the hill, even deeper into the forest, the silence was broken by a branch snapping. It felt like whatever it was acknowledged that I knew it was there, and that I'd wandered into its territory and wasn't supposed to be there. Then, after this cold, slow moment, I heard whatever it was bolt down this hill violently like no animal or human could ever achieve. And then I saw it for the first time. It was just wrong. It didn't look like anything other than a monster, and even then, it didn't look right. Its body warped and uneven, its skin stretched over its body like it didn't fit properly. There were no visible mouth or eye holes, just depressions in the face where they should have been. It ran on all fours, but in like a zigzag and fast. It just looked all wrong, with sharp bones sticking out of random places. I decided I'd stared long enough and ran faster than I've ever ran in my life. It was gaining on me. I mean, this thing was fast and I was just a kid. I couldn't hear anything other than the leaves behind me, crunching, and the sound of my heart beating out my chest. I got to the road that led to my house. As a car drove by, I turned and saw it crawl back up the hill, in its weird zigzag unpredictable pattern. My eyes couldn't stop staring at the tree line. I stayed on the opposite side of the road as I ran home until my legs were aching and cramping. I'm not great at telling stories, and I don't know why it left me alone, but I'm still just as scared today. I've never gone back and will not walk alone in the woods again. The worst part is, I don't even know what it was. I don't know, and I don't know if it's still hunting me, and I've just been lucky so far.